All right, everybody, thanks for tuning into the Living Palm Coast channel. You know, we're getting a lot of people who are interested in purchasing homes here, and a lot of people are finding the home, but they really are trying to figure out how to get the home. And we're going to talk about that all up next, so stay tuned. Hey everyone, I'm Bill and this is Dana, and thanks for tuning into the Living Palm Coast channel. You know, we talk to a lot of people that are really frustrated right now, I guess a little bit about, you know, they can find a home, but it's hard to get that home, and we're going to talk about that in this video today. But you know, we're getting a lot of calls from people, and you know, wondering what it's like to live, work, and play here in Palm Coast. And you know, if you're interested in checking out the area, you know, give us a call, send us an email, shoot us a text. So with that being said, you know, also hit that subscribe button, that little notifications bell. You'll get notified every time we do a new video. So Dana and I were talking a little bit about, you know, what people are feeling as far as like, you know, trying to come down here and get a home. It's tight all over the country, really. Housing stocks are down. Everybody's heard about the supply and demand, but what do you think about that?
The low inventory. Inventory's low everywhere, but
yeah,
it's not impossible to get a home.
Yeah.
You just have to understand the market that we're in.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's easy to find a home, but then, you know, you're going to probably, in most cases, be bidding against a lot of other people for that home. So how do you position yourself? How do you put in the best offer to be able to get the home and without feeling like you maybe spent too much on, you know, for the home? So how do you do that? We've got a few little suggestions that we'd like to go over today. So one of the things that you know, a lot of our offers that are coming in are cash offers, most of them. I mean, a lot of people are selling their homes from wherever they're coming in. You know, we're getting people coming in from California, we're getting people coming in
Massachusetts,
yeah,
Pennsylvania, Washington, D.C., lots of different areas, and they're able to sell their homes and pay cash for the home here, or two homes, depending on how many homes they want here.
Right. Well, a lot of them are having to, you know, also do some financing as well. So what are some of the things, you know, that you found that people are doing, you know, as far as like maybe creative financing or trying to do some things, because things are moving around rate-wise now and people are a little freaked out about it. So these some new products that are coming on, some other things too. You know them. She's a loan underwriter, so she knows all about that kind of stuff. So
well, I've noticed that the rates have gone from, you know, in the 3s and to in the 5s, which you can still kind of get depending on your lender, anywhere in between. So you want to be able to find the lender that can be competitive with cash offers. A lot of the companies out there have products that will get you all the way through to where all you need is the property and the appraisal. So you basically don't really have any financing contingencies for your contract. And with your contract, you want to make it to as best as possible, as far as having the least contingencies, the higher offer, but you can do escalation clauses so that if you someone outbids you, you're willing to go $5,000 over that, to a certain max price. If you are, you know, selling your home and you want to rent there from the person that you sold your home with, and so that it gives you time to be able to not have a offer contingent on the sale of your home. So you're living there, maybe paying rent to the person that bought your house for a month. So you have the cash, or you have the large down payment, that your loan is a lower loan to value. So on that contract, it looks more attractive.
no, I think those are great points, because you know, the idea is that you want to, you know, try to make your offer the most appealing to the seller, obviously, you know, and one of the other things you were talking about was,
well, another thing is, if you don't, say you're selling your home, you have enough cash to maybe put down 50% or 100% of the value of your new home, but you don't necessarily want to put that much down, you can just do that to buy the house, buy it for full cash price, just so that you can get into the home and get the property that you want, and then do delayed financing and pay yourself back. So then you'll do the loan within 6 months of purchasing it, and it's like a purchase. It's called delayed financing, so you get your money back. Another thing that is really important, because you're gonna overpay, so it's for the most part in this market. I'm not gonna say you're gonna, because you may not, but if you really want the house, you kind of have to outbid everyone in a way, and be prepared to, if you know that you want a home and you're willing to pay that price, then if the appraisal, if you're getting a loan, doesn't come in, you're able to make up the difference between the appraisal and the maximum loan with your cash.
It's a seller's market. You know that, we know that. Sellers don't really need us as agents to sell their home. These homes are selling without pictures, without anything, without any kind of marketing. They're just selling just like that for the most part. But it is really important now to have somebody that's going to bat with you on the buyer's side. And that's where we come in, where we're trying to, we're working with buyers, that are, we're trying to position them so that they have the best chance at getting that home.
So it's very important that you know how to be competitive on the lending part, how you're going to finance the transaction, or how you're going to pay cash for it. But it's also very important to understand what you need in a realtor for that contract to be competitive. And your realtor needs to be able to go to bat for you. They need to be able to be in contact with the listing agent. Even if the listing agent is not calling them back and there's multiple offers, that's why it's very important to have someone local, a realtor that's local. They can tell your story, because honestly, a lot of people, and not everyone, but a lot of people don't want to sell their homes to investors. So they really want to sell their home to someone who's going to live in it.
I remember that too. I remember even in my last house that I was sold. It was a house up in Minneapolis, and before I moved down here. But it was a competitive market then. But I remember getting this nice little letter from this girl who was a first-time home buyer, and her father had seen my house and really wanted it. She wanted to be next to her father's. He was a mechanic there in the neighborhood, and he had a garage down the street. And she wanted, so she said this and all. I know, it's very sweet, and all this letter, and it really, honestly, made me almost, really. I gave her, it was a good offer. And she ended up having the house. But I thought those types of things, and I'm sure it was something that the buyer's agent told her to do. Hey, write a letter. And I'm sure it was all bullshit. No, maybe, I'm kidding.
But that, we're not saying you had to have you had to write letters, but it's important that the realtor will know your story, be able to communicate the story to the listing agent.
No, you don't have to write a letter on every home you buy, but there are. But the point was,
it's not always about cash.
No, the point was made by you is that some people have a sentimental attachment to their home, and they don't necessarily want to sell to some big corporation or investor. So
or their neighbors are telling them, please don't sell to an investor.
Don't sell to these people, because what the corporations do again is turn around and rent them.
Or then they have Airbnbs, and and not that those things are bad, but some people don't want a bunch of them in their neighborhood.
Yeah, these are things that we're talking about that maybe will help you be a little bit more competitive. And whether it's us or whether it's anybody, I think that on the buyer side, especially right now, it's important to have some good, solid representation so that that people know that you're going to bat for them.
Yeah, definitely, I would say, a good buyer's agent's it's so important right now. One that understands contracts.
Whether it's us or whether it's anybody else. Yeah, I mean, you really do. Even in the builder's side, I mean, these builders don't want to have anything to do with agents right now. I mean, they have so many people knocking down their doors in order so that kind of leaves people vulnerable, I think, a little bit to some extent. Buyers obviously are a lot more vulnerable in this market to either overpay for their home or just get stuck in a situation that they don't want to be in.
Well, thanks for tuning in today. We hope we helped answer some of your questions about trying to win that bid on a new home.
Yeah.
If not, though, please contact us, email us, text us, call, and we are here to help you.
Yeah, absolutely. Hit that subscribe button, that little notifications bell. You get notified of all of our upcoming videos. And again, thanks a lot for checking it out today. And we hope you learned a little bit about being more competitive on your bids and trying to get that home that you want. So anyway, until next time, bye-bye.
Bye.
Say goodbye, Dana.
Say goodbye, Dana. Goodbye, Dana. Do that to me. You're confusing everything.
Okay.